nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. When action is not associated with a doer who wants some results, then we are living in meditation. See, when action is done without any eye on the results of the action, because there is nobody who is doing anything, how it is possible? The simplest way is this. Whatever we do in our life, first principle we should be very clear. Nobody needs it. And when we are doing something, nobody needs it. Then why are you doing? Our khujli, we want to do it. So where should the result go? Suppose now I am talking to you. Talking is action. If my attention is on you, for your benefit I am doing it, so that you improve, so that you are benefited, what will be the result? I will be utterly frustrated in my life. Because talking may be in my mouth, but changing is in your mind. See? Therefore, then why are you talking? Life is a time pass. See? So these two things come together. When life is a time pass is the principle, then in time pass, there is nobody who is doing something to achieve something. See, friends. Therefore, this knowledge, this bodha, which is beyond jnana and ajnana, beyond knowledge and ignorance, this is what we have to recognize. Taise ajnana atoniya, jnana yete uvaya, jnana jnana giruniya, jnana chihoye. So, the ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge. So, ajnana vritti is destroyed by the jnana vritti. And as the jnana vritti becomes stronger, that means our wrong notions are weakened and new notions are not formed. All notions are knowledge dressed in the cloth of thoughts. In deep sleep, no thought. Therefore, no notion. Therefore, no samsara. If we take our own day-to-day experiences and learn from that, everywhere, anywhere you move, Your guru will be in front of you if you are able to learn. See, my friends, therefore, this ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge, jnana vritti, and then slowly this jnana vritti becomes stronger and stronger. Meaning what? Earlier we were becoming disturbed for small little things. And when you grow towards wisdom, then what happens? You will discover what? We are all miserable, never for something great. We are all miserable for silly things. I did not get a cup of tea in the morning. Ganga ji mein kudo. Useless. See, third class people have got third class desires. Rise above, rise above. See, like Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He used to roll on the floor. Today also I could not talk to mother. See, we also roll. Friends. So when we thus rise above these small little things, then only our jnana vritti, the knowledge is becoming stronger. And with the strength of the knowledge, all wrong notions will become totally diffused. They won't have any impact on us. Therefore, jnanayete uvaya jnana jnana giluniya. And as this knowledge, wisdom grows, now what is the growth in the wisdom? We are able to look at it from all standpoints. The other day, somewhere, I met somebody in the flight. And he told me, Swamiji, I remember many years before, I have seen your talks, and from that I have become your fan. And what made me this is because of this example. And that example I am telling you. He said, you told in that example. Yet the teacher is sitting like I am sitting here. And the students are in front of me. And it is the examination that I am conducting. And the subject is drawing. Paper, pencil, drawing you have to draw. So, the students are made to sit like the clock. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So, there are 12 students sitting. And in the center, there is a kettle, there is a flower pot, there are cups, there are some fruits. This kept in the center. Now, all of you start drawing and then we'll exam. We'll correct it with a right or wrong. So, half an hour. So, the children, all of you are done? Yes. Now, the 12 o'clock student should pass on his paper to the 3 o'clock student, right angle. The 3 o'clock student should pass on to the 6 o'clock, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 1 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 1. Like that, you pass on your papers. They did it. Now you have drawn, you are the examiners. Now examine, whether right or wrong. So, and don't show to anybody. It is secret. You are examiner. So they did it. It doesn't look like this thing. It doesn't look like this. Then, yes, give me back. And then he said, see, I have not done anything. You have only drawn and you have only evaluated. So now I read the result. 12 o'clock, wrong, fail. 1 o'clock, wrong, fail. All the 12 fail. Now they started looking at each other. How it can happen? He said, okay, let me see. Then the teacher sees. And he says, everybody is right. What is the difference? The children were obsessed with a particular standpoint. The teacher, although sitting anywhere, but he was not obsessed with any particular standpoint. He was above all the standpoints, and his vision was comprehensive. Friends, this is bodh. This is wisdom. This is divine experience. Take another example. You should be very clear. Now this picture you are seeing, Swamiji's picture. You come very near. This is better. This is, I think, painting. Huh? You come nearer, maybe about 1 inch, and look at the picture. Will you be able to see the beauty of the picture? Now, same picture, you go 2 miles away. From there you look at his picture. Will you be able to see? No. If you want to see the beauty of the picture, what is required is stand at a proper distance, optimum distance. If we want to live in this world, stand at an optimum distance. Then what is the optimum distance? What is wrong from one standpoint is right from other standpoint. What is right from other standpoint is wrong from other standpoint. But we get obsessed with one particular standpoint. See? For example, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. Both of them are right and both of them are wrong. See? So what is required? Change the standpoint and look at the world from the world standpoint. Obsession will disappear. This is what I said here. They say jnana atonia. When this ajnana atonia, when the wrong notion, obsession, wrong standpoint, we are no more influenced by that. Then our vision starts expanding. Then we learn the art of looking at this world from optimum distance. Don't go too close. Don't run away. Keep a proper focal length. This is what the doctors do. When we go to the doctor, they don't give us vision. Only the weakness in eye muscles, because of which we cannot have the focal length adjustment for the lens of the eye. So they give us the glasses. By that, what happens? Only the focal length is perfectly adjusted. What our scriptures give us is only this chashma. Look at the world from a proper distance. The world is beautiful. This is bodh. So we are looking at the ugliness as well as the beauty. We are looking at love as well as hatred. We are looking at the gain as well as loss, friend, enemy. And if you stand from this standpoint, then we come to know that nobody is a friend to anybody, nobody is an enemy to anybody. It is only because of some personal interest clash, nothing else. See, friends, when we thus start recognizing, so the wrong notions are dissolved by right understanding. So, jnana giluniya, all the wrong notions are digested, and then what remains is not the thought knowledge, but the knowledge which is free of thoughts. Now, this thing our Bhagavad Gita tells in simple words. Dvandvaihi vimukta sukha-dukkha sanjnaihi gachanti amudhaha tat avyayam padam. Dvandvai vimukta. The whole world, if we have to define in one word, the world is nothing but dvandvatmak. Everything in this world is existing in complementary opposites. There is nothing which is single. What can be done? Accept cheerfully, accept gracefully, or accept miserably. Acceptance is not option. It is compulsory. Whether gracefully or miserably is a choice. See, friends, we are in this world miserable by our choice. Nobody can make us miserable in this world unless we cooperate. Like when we go to various countries, they give you the immigration form and you have to say, answer those questions only yes, no, yes, no. You don't have to write a thesis. So you have got a choice. Are you a member of an active terrorist organization? Yes, no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes, no. You are given a choice. Exactly the same way. Bhagavan says in Gita, Anityam asukham prapyam imam prapyam. You are entering the miserable abode called the world. Do you want to be miserable? Choice is given. Yes, no. Now how to say no to Bhagavan? Yes. Tathastu. Your whole life will be full of miseries. Friends, we are all miserable by choice. Don't blame God. And it can be achieved only through wisdom. Who doesn't have problems in this world? See, can there be any research on incidence of cancer in the Catholic graveyard versus the Presbyterian graveyard? See, friends, in Panchadashi, this very deep thought. Our three bodies are living in diseases. The gross body is having some or the other issue. Because of that, the body is alive. Dead body only doesn't have any problem. So, gross body disease is called as Vyadhi. Because of the Vyadhi, the gross body is surviving. The subtle body, the mind, has the disease called as Adi. Always confusion, frustration, anger, misunderstanding, understanding. And the causal body has the disease called as Avidya. Because of these three diseases, these three bodies are existing. Therefore, when we understand this principle, then we will come to know, for example, suppose we have got toothache. Now, is the pain given to us to make us miserable? It is a reminder, hey, something is wrong, go to the dentist. It is not for making us miserable. In the same manner, if we get hurt, I never expected my son will say like this thing to me. On the contrary, this is the pain you got, now learn from that. Really, I have destroyed my life. Why not we allow him to destroy his life? No, I want to help him destroy. See, friends, when this is understood, slowly, ignorance disappears, the knowledge rises, and after that, both the knowledge and ignorance, both of them disappear, and you are on the top of the world. Jnana jnana giruniya jnana chi hoye. Then that undifferentiated knowledge, that solid experience of just being without becoming happens. Continuing further, the teacher says, Te veli punima bhare na asava sare te chandrichi ure satara vijevi. Now be attentive. How many moons are there? प्रथमा द्वितीया तृतीया चतुर्थी पंचमी षष्ठी सप्तमी अष्टमी नवमी दशमी एकादशी द्वादशी त्रयोदशी चतुर्दशी पंचदशी पूर्णमासी and amavasya. 16. Are there 16 moons? Moon is 17th. 17वा. So, te veli puneva bhare, in the moon there is everything. All the 16 kalas are there, as well as there is nothing. Now, if we go and talk to the moon that, hey moon, can you bypass Ekadashi so that I don't have to do upvas? So the moon will say, what is Ekadashi? He will never understand. Because the rule is this, aupadhik anekta, that which appears multiple because of certain conditioning, is an illusion. It appears, it is useful but doesn't exist. Like husband appears useful but doesn't exist. Show the husband separate from the man. I can show. From the face you can see. If you have to abuse somebody, husband kahi ka. Can there be more worse abuse than this? Friends. So te vedi punima bhare na avasasare. So in the moon there is neither completeness of the Purnima nor total absence of the light. Then what is the moon? Moon is beyond light and darkness. Hey friends. Jagra Swapna, light. Sushupti Samadhi, darkness. Who are we? Supporting all of them. And therefore, beyond all of them. You don't have to do anything, my friends. That disease of doing should be dropped. Do this, do that, do this, do that, then suffer. Therefore, that knowledge which is not opposed to knowledge as well as ignorance, both are supported. Now, every moment you can experience this. See, we understand, we don't understand. Both of them are supported by us. There is a pain, there is no pain, we understand. There is joy, there is no joy, we understand. So what is the rule? Rule is, the illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. This is the rule. You cannot change this rule. Like the eyes are illuminating all colors and forms, they are not influenced by any one of them. Mind is illuminating all kinds of thoughts. Mind is neither good nor bad. The more we become aware of this, then we will stop reacting. When we react, we are biased in our own experiences. So, ka tejantare natope kone tame na simpe te upameche ja upe suryachi hoe. What is this? That is off. Maybe getting realized. The sun is. What is this happening? Are you able to hear me? Okay. I switch off the other mic. Maybe they are fighting. Uh, I will go. No, no, you don't. I'll go. So, का तेजांतरे नाटोपे कोणे तमे न सिंपे. Does the sun want light from outside? No, because sun is light. Similarly, kone tame na simpe, and darkness cannot touch the sun. So neither there is requirement of light nor there is influence of the darkness. Such a thing, te upame che jaupe. Now, what kind of upama means simile you can give? Therefore, the truth is anupameya. It is unlike anything. Because what is the upma? What is the simile? Oh, you are so beautiful. Your face is like the moon with many spots on your face. The girls don't understand this. See? So, the sun is like sun only. It is not like this or like that. Because what we see in this world, light and darkness. But in sun, there is neither light nor darkness. Light has a value and meaning only with reference to darkness. If there is no darkness, where is the place for the light? See, friends, if we go beyond the limitation of the sun and the earth relationship, then which is the east, which is the north, which is the south? In short, relational existence is transcended by the absolute, although supporting the relativities. See? Man is absolute, relational existence, son, husband, father. But because of that, he has not become three. In the same manner, the sun is supporting the light, the sun is also supporting darkness, but in the sun, there is neither light nor darkness. Exactly the same way. The light is waking and dream that we, the sun, support. And the darkness, the deep sleep and samadhi, that also we support. If this is digested, will you get lost? Oh, when I was sitting for meditation, I saw a big lump of light coming. It was growing in size and size. And it permeated me, and I was engulfed in that light. Then what happened? Fuse. Light gone. Since then, I am struggling for the light. Why the light is not coming? I think it is because I am in Mumbai. I think I should go to Himalayas. There the light will come. Then you go to Himalayas. After going to Himalayas, it's very cold here. Even if the light comes, it will be cold light. But I want warm light. See? All our spiritual practice is changing the places, changing the situation, changing the environment around, and then we become spiritual. There cannot be more blasphemy on the spiritual path than imagining changing the time, space, and object. We are walking spiritual path. Hey, friends, we can ask a question, where is earth, water, fire, air? Can we ask a question, where is the space? Everything is in the space, exactly the same way. Where the divine, the self is not. Everyday experience. Wherever we go, there we are. Where we are not. Wherever we go, there we are. Now, when we understand the meaning of this we, not as a body, but the absolute, then we don't have to get that, but we express Prakat Krupala. The truth is never gained, the truth manifests. This example I gave you about the suitcase. This I do every week. Filling the suitcase, emptying the suitcase, filling the suitcase. So, any suitcase you take in the world, when you start filling, it is always small. Bhagwan's Leela. And then what to do? You may sit on that, try to read. Now what to do? What to do? Then the wife scolds the husband. तुम कुछ करते ही नहीं. He is a dumbo. Then what is to be done? Do one thing. Let us remove some clothes from there. Then what will happen? Then the space will be created. Space is already there. It was covered by the contents. Space is never created. Space reveals. In the same manner, in our suitcase, so much of garbage filled. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, I, you, he, she, it, they. So much of garbage. And then we are complaining, I am not able to have God realization. You want God? Then let us go to Badrinath. And do what? Fight with the Panditji. Then empty yourself. When you empty yourself, the divine expresses. The real spiritual practice is not seeking God. The real spiritual practice is let God seek us. And He is seeking, finding out a place which is empty, which is not occupied. And what is filling us is the whole world. Maya rumora toratay maya. This is man. Therefore, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena. This is adding the things. But tyage naiki amrutatva manashu. And we don't have to do anything, only learn this thing. In deep sleep, we give up everything. Even the one who has given up, he is also given up. Then what is the experience? Then the divine expresses as bliss. The source of bliss in the deep sleep is neither from the objects, nor from the sense organs, nor from the mind, nor from the intellect. In our waking experiences, the source of happiness is worldly objects. If I get garam garam pakoda to eat, brahmanandam paramasukadam, and after eating, oh, that is the source of happiness. Or else, the source of happiness is, oh, I am going to sit next to the Ganges and do meditation. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. But it is too cold. You don't get a hot Ganges. Ganges are cold only. See? So we are trying to get happiness from various sources. Or else we try to gain happiness by listening to music, classical music. Chup yaar. See, once I went for one classical concert. When means I was taken. And because I am a Swami, they made me sit in the front row. You can't run away. So I was showing as if I understand. And a person who was sitting next to me, every now and then he used to hit my thigh. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? Once, twice, third. ऐसे मुझे नहीं पता. I don't know what it is. So our happiness comes from worldly objects, indulgence, possessions, relations, emotions, or concepts. See, friends. And when these things are not there, immediately the miseries begin. But in our deep sleep, snoring away experience, we are happy, but nobody knows. Others are miserable. It is their lot. One wife told me, Swami, he snores so loudly. Then I wake him up. Don't snore loudly. And he's so cool. He says, no, I was not snoring. And a crrr again starts. What should I do? I said, I agree with him. He doesn't snore. You also say, I say, yes. When he sleeps, he is no more your husband. You have right on your husband, not on him. Think. Therefore, friends, real happiness doesn't come from outside. It is inherent in us. But it is covered by so much of garbage that we have collected. Empty it, empty it, empty it. There is one Amma of mine. I really adore her. For the first time, when I went to their house, and they were doing also some business and all that. And then, in my talk, I must have said, we collect so much of garbage in our house, empty and see the joy of it. And this time when I went, I was so thrilled and shocked. More than 95% of the contents are removed. One bed, one pillow, one bed sheet, and that's it. No, nothing. I said, Amma, Swami, last time you told, it clicked me. Then what did you do? I categorized them, and then I found out who is in need, and I give to them. And now our house is completely empty. Such a joy, I don't have to clean too much. Everything is clean. Exactly the same way. Empty yourself. Tyage naike amrutatva manashu. And the real joy is not in acquisition. The real joy is in giving up. Therefore, this happiness is beyond possessions and renunciation. So, ka tejantare natope, does the sun want the light from others? Ka kone tame na simpe? Or can the darkness influence the sun? Then what is the sun? Te upameche jaope. There is no other way to describe the sun. Sun is like the sun. Ekameva dvitiya. Therefore, this Brahmananda is like the Brahmananda. It is unlike, oh, Brahmananda is, like when you get Rashagulla. That is Rasagullananda, it is not Brahmananda. Therefore, which goes beyond knowledge and ignorance. Manoni jnane udare ka ajnane rure taise nave nirvare jnana matraje. Therefore, this our essential nature, the bodha, the ultimate self is jnane na ujade. See, because of the knowledge, it doesn't become great. Because of the ignorance, it doesn't become dull. See, they say in a way, it is not like that. See, friends, Meaning what? We transcend the thought kingdom and go attain freedom from the slavery of thinking. Patanjali says, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It can never happen. Then forget about Patanjali. Then go to my Kanhaiya Lal. And then practice the yoga of Bhagwan Krishna. What is his yoga? Tam vidyat dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sannitam sa nishchena yoktavyaha yogaha anirvinna chetasa. This is Bhagwan Krishna's yoga. Tam vidyat dukkha sanyoga. When the miseries come in our life, dukkha sanyoga, viyogam, refuse to be miserable. That is yoga. See, friends. And this yoga, how to practice that? Nishchayana yoktavyam. Make a firm resolution. May what happen. Never justify, I am miserable. Who doesn't have miseries in life? If you don't want miseries, die. Make others miserable. See, friends. So, nishchena yoktavyaha, yogaha anirvinna chetasa. Don't give up. This is the real spiritual practice. So, start practicing this. If somebody does a mistake in asking you, how is your health? Sit down. Ram. Badla nikalo. This I learned from you people only. You are all my guru. I learned from everybody something or the other. In some Punjabi house I went, and it was my mistake, of course. I went to that old lady and asked. I said, Amma, how are you? Swamiji, tusi aage baithe the. Is it a Ramayana or what? And then she started. This morning when I got up from the bed, my ankle got twisted and her face and expressions was best acting. And while listening to that, I started getting pain in me. So her grandson called me. Swamiji, 1 minute. I said, Amma, your grandson is calling. I'll come back. He said, how can you listen to grandma? Same thing she does again and again. I said, what should I do? I should plug her mouth or what? Yes. I said, how? We do. What you do? He said, when she starts anything, we show her fingers. Dadi Ma, you told 3 times. So she keeps quiet. I said, you have given me Maha Mantra. So I went. Swamiji, how far I have come, I have forgotten. Never mind, I'll start again. Is it Ramayana or what? When she started, I showed my both fingers. How many times she will tell? Because somebody has done a mistake, don't take a revenge. Baito suno? No. Manoni jnane ujade ka jnane ure? No. Knowledge doesn't increase it and ignorance doesn't destroy it. Is it not? Happiness is supported by us, misery is supported by us. Because of that, neither we grow nor we become small. We are ever the same. You take any misery. As the time passes, the intensity of the misery dies away because it was not real. See? But when the particular event happens, we become so much involved as if it is the end of the day or end of life. No. And this can happen only by satsanga. I am telling you again and again. You may do or not do anything in your life. Do not miss satsanga twice a day. And satsanga is shravanam, not reading. Reading doesn't help. Because while reading, you are reading it under the influence of your ignorance. And you are reacting. What is there, Swamiji, to say, be happy, get married and show to be happy. Continue. See, friends. Therefore, Manoni Jnana Udaleka Adnane Pade, neither the knowledge brightens the self, nor the ignorance or the misery dulls it. Tene nave nirvade jnana matraje. Therefore, the pure knowledge that we are remain uncontaminated. And for that, there are many techniques told by great masters. One of the techniques which I like the most is called as the Akasha Yoga. We are living in three spaces. One is this space where we are living. This is called as Bhutakash. Second is the Chittakash. We are living in the mind space. And third is Chidakash. We are living in the conscious space. So, our journey starts from where we are. Where are we? We are in this gross space, Bhutakash. We are all Bhutas here. So, now we have to play. Not like that, I am the space. No. What must be the experience of the space? Rather than mechanical ram, 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 ram. No. Rather than that, just play with it. Comfortably with it, have a cup of tea, keep it down and sit comfortably. What must be the experience of the space? So space supports everything. Rejects nothing, retains nothing. In short, there are no impressions on the space of all that is happening in the space. Yes, so simple. Now, bring it to your own experiences. I see colors and forms, no impressions on the vision. Ears hear good and bad words, no impressions on the hearing ability. Mind supports good and bad events, no impressions. We support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, no impressions. In short, we are not against anything or anybody or in favor of anything or anybody. Udasina vadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. When you start playing, I am not telling you to do. When you will do, you will become a meditator. Don't become a meditator. Then you will have the Shambhavi Mudra. Now see in this what we have to do. Like good and bad thoughts come. Naturally they will come in the mind. But why they come? Okay, now they should come in the nose or what? So you can blow them out. Thoughts are to be in the mind. Don't fight with them. Remain indifferent. Like the vision is indifferent towards all colors and forms. Like we, the divine, are indifferent towards waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. They are totally indifferent. Waking comes and goes, dream comes and goes, deep sleep comes and continues in satsang. The more we become aware of this, spiritual life is a snap. No struggle, no achievement, no failure. Akasha Yoga. In this, like the space doesn't do anything. Space doesn't say to the earth, hey, don't move too fast or I'm getting tickling. No. The space doesn't object to the water. Sometimes you are too cold, I get sardi. No. The space doesn't become fightful with the fire, nor with the air. The space doesn't get blown away anywhere. Because that is the nature of the space, to support everything but not get influenced by anything. Exactly 100% is our nature. See? Naturally, we are divine. Unnaturally, we are devils. Wherever there is struggle, we are abnormal. When we have trouble in breathing, we are suffering from some chest problem. But if we are normal, we even do not know that we are breathing. Do we know we are breathing? But when there is some cough and cold, then efforts are there. Therefore, as much relax as you can. And you are fully relaxed when you are absolutely happy. How? Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. But then people will tell you are lazy. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एक हमारी कन्या है, उसके घर में ये हमारा हैप्पी मंत्र इट कंटिन्यूज होल डे. One day, the mothers are always like that. Right from the morning, get up, you have to go to school, get up. She is now nicely sleeping, but she has to be sent to the school. So mother is again and again. Finally, when the last time comes, now you wake up, you have to go to school. Otherwise, they will do this thing, that thing. This girl very comfortably. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Again sleeping. All the anger of the mother disappeared. I said, वो मेरी अच्छी चेली. See, friends, don't get too much involved. Don't become too serious in life. Many times we have seen the so-called spiritual seekers are more gambhir, serious than the average people. They want a reason to laugh. Imagine. हंसने को क्या हो गया? तो रोगा. Hey friends, this is the Akasha Yoga. So when we conquer this waking experience, then we go to the next higher level, that is the mind space, Chittakash. So the Akasha Yoga is practiced when we are conducting our business of our life. Then we go and sit on the seat of meditation. There we are now in the mind space. Now, what are the contents of the mind space? Thoughts. So, like the gross objects do not influence the gross space, in the same manner, the thought objects do not touch the mind. The rule is support is not influenced by supported. The snake doesn't influence the rope. The name and the form of the ornament doesn't influence the gold. The waves do not influence the ocean. Why? Because where from the waves come? They come from the ocean. They dance on the ocean. They go back to the ocean. In the same manner, all thoughts come from the mind, dance on the mind, go back to the mind. Therefore, no thoughts will disturb us. What they call, making it complicated, do sakshi bhav. And the more you do, you get more complicated. Only inquire, find out. Any thought that disturbs you is because you have given importance to something. No sakshi bhav. Let the thoughts come and go. Who cares? More than sakshi, be indifferent. See, if I sit here and practice sakshi bhav, suppose we are in dream. Why suppose? So, you are all coming in my dream. So, what is sakshi bhav? I will be looking at all of you, see you, but I will not get influenced. Sakshi bhav. Now, second thing, I can remain indifferent. Whether you are listening or sleeping, kya farak padta hai? Which is superior? Hey, don't get lost in that sakshi, sakshi, sakshi. Learn to remain indifferent. And for that, Mahamantra is kya farak padta hai? But some people sleep in the lectures. Kya farak padta hai? Those who are awake, they are listening. See, friend, then why are you talking? My friends, whole satsang is conducted not for you, but for me. Our Samartha Ramdas Swami writes, Mana sajjana bhakti panthe chidave. Oh, my dear mind, mind your business. Don't get lost in this world. If my words will not influence me, do you think it will influence anybody else? Our words carry meaning when their meaning is reflected in our words. See? It is so simple, my friends. So we practice, the second level is Chittakash. Yes, sometimes misery, sometimes good thing, very good. They change. All the time happiness is not good. Sometimes misery should also come. Then what is to be done? Titikshasva Bharata. Don't react. And after this is done, then we go to the last, the conscious space, Chidakash. So we are having three components in our life. One is the world where we live. Second is we have the experiences of this world where we live. And third is we are the experiencer of these experiences. We have to work at all the three levels. And then this mantra will be clear. Manoni jnane ujade ka ajnane rude taise nave nirvade dhyanamatra. Then we come to know that this self, the knowledge, is neither brightened by wisdom nor contaminated by ignorance. Because now we have dropped our old habits, reacting to everything. No, relax. This is one of the very important spiritual practice. Janan api medhavi jadavallokamachare. Live in this world so insignificant. Jadaval. You don't have to show off. What you have studied? Nothing, yaar. Otherwise, Swami Gadbhadananda, ex-IAS officer, Government of India, Finance Department, from this date to this date, the pension is this much. Who has asked you, yaar? I am not telling you joke. This is really, you can see some places. There was one old man with whom I was staying, and then he was given sannyas. So he immediately made a nice nameplate and put it. And he asked me to, I said, okay, I fix it. So what should we see? You know my name, put the name Swami Nityananda. So I put Swami Nityananda Saraswati. And I got it done. And not this way, not this way. Then I'll tell you what to write. Again, he wrote the same thing, Swami Nityananda, and below that bracket, ex-IAS officer, retired in 1928. See? Therefore, friends, discard this all upadhis. Nirupadhik satta, unqualified existence, and pramana nirapeksha anubhuti, experience without the involvement of experiencer and the experienced. This is the ultimate truth. मनोनी ज्ञाने उजळे का अज्ञाने रुळे तैसे नवे निर्वाळे ज्ञान मात्र जे. This ultimate self, ultimate knowledge, Brahman, whatever name you give, doesn't matter. Because it is beyond the names. That is the ultimate reality. This is what we have to recognize. See. Then to make this point, as the unique of Santa Jnaneshwar, he goes on giving so many similes, so many examples, so that this knowledge should become firm. So what it is, how it is, he says, Pari jnana matre nikhale, teshi ki taya kare, kai dekhije bubule bubula jevi. Now this knowledge is self-effulgent, doesn't require anybody to recognize. Like Kai dekhije bubule bubula jevi. Can the vision sees herself? Can the eyes look at themselves? Presently, our attention is on the contents of this hall. But this is not all. Then there is light also. Yes. But this is not all. Then there is electricity also. But where our attention goes? Only the gross contents. Sometime we may even appreciate the lights. But we hardly recognize the electricity is present. In the same manner, we see the external world. We see the light, I know. And that because of which everything is happening, that we even don't suspect. Therefore, Kenopanishad, study it, very beautiful. Yan manasana manute, yena ahur manomatam, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, nedam yadidam upasate. That because of which the mind is able to function in its own field, but that which cannot be comprehended by the mind, that is the reality. That reality you are. You have to only know that you are. Nedam yadedam upasate. A ghanti bajavi is not you. यश्चक्षुषा न पश्यति येन चक्षुगम पश्यति तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि. You are that, because of which the eyes have the vision, but that which cannot be seen by the vision, that is the truth. तो परिज्ञान मात्रे निकळे तेची की तया कळे काही देखी जे बुबळे बुबळा जेवी. Where the duality of knower known disappears. So the knowledge without the knower, the experience without the experiencer is the truth. That experience where the duality of knower known, experiencer experience dissolves, that is the ultimate truth. Discover and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.